Hi, welcome back to Chris's Stylista. I'm sharing a quick braid out and an update on my Sisterlocks. I use this Suave shampoo, and my thoughts on it, I do like it, but the reason I think I like it is because, first of all, it's cheap. It lathers really well. You don't have to use a whole lot of it, and it doesn't burn your eyeballs out. That makes it a winner, and I'll keep it in my supply list for Sisterlocks products, and I'll be sure to include a link to it in the description. I ordered from Target, and I had to reach a price threshold for them to ship it, which is fine with me. It worked out. I wanted to share with you an update to my hair journey, specifically about the thinning that I have in the back crown area. I did have a dermatology appointment this week, and I was diagnosed with CCCA, which is a form of alopecia. I'll speak more about that in a future video. But after the diagnosis, my dermatologist determined that we needed to go ahead and try 2 forms of treatment. One of them included steroid shots, actually in my scalp, maybe about 12 to 15 shots in the area. The other treatment is an oral steroid, which I have to take daily with food and water. Interestingly enough, after seeking treatment for this area, I was shooting a short and noticed another area of alopecia right here. This is a clean spot right here, or semi-clean spot right here, that I found shocking that I never noticed it before, but I wonder if I just didn't notice because, as you can see, I part my hair on this side and it's generally covered, or I have my hair up and didn't notice. I have had a bout with alopecia in my past, probably early 20s, where I just had a patch about a $50 size, just clean. My stylist noticed and brought it to my attention because I didn't notice. And at the time I did a topical medication and the hair came back. Will the hair come back in this situation? I'm not quite sure currently with the CCCA. But what my dermatologist did say is that I may have caught it in time to keep it from spreading. And we'll just see. We're gonna do a follow-up in a few months to see if there's a difference in the area after a few months, or if it's just permanently scarred and hair just not gonna grow very thick in that area. But if we can prevent it from spreading, good enough. She did ask me if the area was itching, and I really didn't notice any itching. I think when I do have itching in my hair, I associate it with needing a wash or it being close to wash day. So I never thought of it as a symptom of alopecia. I read a recent article from, I believe, Allure magazine, which I'll link in the description, that talks about African-American women being misdiagnosed. And I think it's a really good place to start if you are recognizing some changes in your hair. One of the things it says that women may miss the beginning of CCCA in their 20s and 30s, but really notice a significant change in their 40s, 50s, 60s. And so if you've noticed a change in your hair, if it's not as thick in the crown, or you can see your scalp and it wasn't always that way and you're concerned, I would suggest that you talk to a dermatologist ASAP, as soon as possible, so that you can have the issue addressed. And you're gonna have to work up some courage in order to treat this medical condition. I worked up the courage to have them do a biopsy if they needed to, and that's what I expected. But once my dermatologist saw the pattern in my hair, as far as hair loss back here, she immediately identified it as CCCA and started treatment. The shots felt like, a little sting. It's a shot. I've endured worse pain. I'm sure a lot of you have. But the interesting thing about your scalp is I felt some of them, or you may feel some of them, and some of them you may not, because of the nerves in your scalp. And I felt probably about half of them. Other ones, darn near painless. It's weird. So I wanted to give you a realistic update on my Sisterlocks journey, that it is not all a bed of roses. I still have hair challenges, and honestly, I did think that once I started a natural hair journey and I wasn't using relaxers and I wasn't using as many products, that my hair would just bring back, that this breakage or this thin spot was just due to relaxers, and apparently it's not. It can be stress, it could be genetic, a lot of different reasons why this can happen, and I don't think they fully know. I do recall a few years ago, my paternal aunt put on Facebook that she was having challenges in her crown area, and I was like, oh damn, okay. Foreseeing having to address that issue in my own head, that maybe it wasn't just the relaxer. So I think that tipped me off. Maybe it was a year ago that she put that out, and I was like, oh, might be a hereditary component. What she ultimately did, and she had long, beautiful locks. She ended up cutting her hair and having a short natural style, which is very cute, very nice. But at this point, if I could treat, I would prefer that. I really enjoy having natural hair. As someone with a very tight curl pattern, I don't, at this point in my life, choose to wear loose natural hair, because natural hair, my hair period is delicate. There are all kind of things that will cause it to break. Everything I do in my hair causes it to break, basically, except locks. But now that I have locks and they are thriving in many ways, now my hair want to fall out. Ain't that funny? We're gonna roll with the punches. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it moving. Let me try to separate the back. Ooh, forgot a lock or two. Let's see. Okay, forgot this lock. And of course, I have to acknowledge the change of scenery. I'm actually shooting on my phone. I'm actually at my mom's house. So lighting's not the best, but you know, her space isn't set up for video, and that's fine. But I wanted to give you this information hot off the presses. So here's the top of my head. And let's look at the back. I'm sure you can see where the weak spots in my hair are. Oh, another thing. I always talk about, oh, I want my braid outs to be easy. I want my Sisterlocks journey to be easy. However, when I'm watching television or having a involved phone conversation with someone, I may take more time to braid and band, and I actually did do these locks on the periphery like I told you I was not gonna do it all. The lies. I don't mean to contradict myself, but sometimes I do. My Sisterlocks journey is imperfect, as is my life. And this is where we are today. I may or may not take these down today. I don't really feel like it. So they just might rock with me to whatever I do next. Here we are, fresh braid out. Twisted periphery. If you found this video informative, entertaining, or you just need a little background noise as you go about your activities of daily life and you choose this channel, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.